Have a look at the size of this. He's a beauty. There's a good boy. He's got some really heavy-duty scars on his back from territorial disputes with other Komodos. They bite each other on the tail and the back. Have a look at those feet. Bigger than my hands. What a reptile! Yes, this is one of the ruling reptiles. You can see why they're immense. Absolutely immense. I just take my time, nice and steady. Nice and steady. I tell you what, this is really intimidating. I'm just watching his back feet. At the moment, he's quite relaxed. Komodos, like all goannas, they're ambush predators. And within their own body length, they're faster than I could ever move. He'd have teeth like a tiger shark.
The Komodo dragons are from the same family as the Australian goannas and other monitor lizards, or varanids. Don't let that lumbering dinosaur walk fool you. These guys can switch on a real sprint and hit almost 12 miles an hour when they hunt their prey. Komodos can be creatures of habit. Regular pathways become well-worn tracks, and that flicking tongue is tasting the air for any sign that potential prey has passed by recently.
He's located something in this grass. This early morning dew holds the smell very well. And I can see some fresh dung here. Whoa. You can see this fresh dung. Whoa, danger. His tail's curled. He's ready to whip me. Hey, mate. Good to look. This is a body posture, which means back off, or I'll belt you with this tail. Right, so a brief pause in the shade. Keep his body temperature regulated, and away he goes again. He's on the hunt.
He's moving his head side to side, tasting the air to locate the direction of any food, and he's keeping a very careful eye on Steve.
Dealing with these big lizards is something I've wanted to do all my life, and here I am, right amongst them. But I'm being very careful. No mistakes. Because at 9 feet, he'd have the capacity to bring me down. If you can imagine, these guys kill and consume buffalo, deer, wild pigs. But luckily, we're not on the food list. We're not on the menu. Ooh, he just hissed at me.
The hiss is a warning, and that mouth is full of curved, serrated teeth, designed like razor blades for grasping and cutting. Their bite is similar to a shark, capable of slicing through tough hide.
I'm in no danger. He's relaxed. What a head! Like a dinosaur. Those ears, slits behind the head, very good sense of hearing. And the eyes, really good at picking up any movement in the savannah. They've got big nostrils to suck in a lungful of air. And you can see that saliva, the drool that dribbles out of their mouth. It contains bacteria. Even when they bite an animal, if that saliva gets in, it will cause death. He's sensing the air with his forked tongue as he strides back into the bush.
Steve follows him, but at a safe distance. The Komodo's body language is saying, "Stay away from me." There's that curled tail ready to snap out with incredible force. They use it for defending themselves or their territory. And there in the grass, Steve spots another reptile.
Got him. Oh, he's gonna bite me. No biting. This is a tree snake. And I have to be really gentle because he is so slender. And he's gonna bite, no doubt about it. Have a look at that. For one of the most beautiful snakes that you've ever seen. This is what I call the golden tree snake. And they are fast, really fast. They are so fast that I'm running through the savannah and can't catch up with them. Really quick. And they're predominantly lizard feeders. They cruise around, searching the savannah with that forked tongue. Licking, licking, tasting the air. He's tasting my breath right now. As soon as they locate a lizard, whew, whack, grab it, boom, swallow it down alive. They're non-venomous, but he wanted to bite me, which is his only form of defense. And smell that? Whew, that is the other form of defense. Down here, at his cloaca, he is exuding an odor that stinks. It's very pungent, and of course, there's a lot of predators around here. Absolutely everything would eat this little snake. And if he lets go that pungent odor, the animal, whoa, that stinks, and it gives him enough time to give him the slip. Wow, they are sleek, really sleek. Okay, let him go in this bush here. You watch this. There you go, mate. These creek beds provide an excellent shelter, nice cool retreat for the dragons and of course all species. And this is a wild place, really wild. Komodos are ambush predators. If they were up against these rocks, tucked in there, in ambush mode, you'd never know it. So I'm keeping my wits about me, just like the rest of the wildlife around here. There's a whole troop of monkeys going through the leaf litter, picking up the berries and the figs, getting a feed, prime dragon food. Komodos could hear that, the dragons, they'd zoom straight in. And while they're having a bit of play, a bit of fight, wait for their moment, hit.
The monkey troop is well organized. Those warning sounds are an escape plan, and the dragon misses out. Steve's heard a dragon moving through the undergrowth near a stagnant water hole. And there he is, tasting the water with his tongue before lowering his head to slurp it down. They can go for long periods of time without water. But when water's available, they'll drink long and often, especially after dinner. He fills his mouth and slurps it down.
Where the pigs and the buffalo haven't stirred it all up into that primeval ooze, it's pretty clear. Well, it's not too bad, pretty well filtered, but I reckon you'd be in more danger if you drank this than Komodo ambush. They're a big animal, aren't they? The Komodo dragons will sit in the water, wait for a buffalo, then strike, hit it in the legs. They won't kill it outright, but the buffalo will slowly die from bacteria. And then they'll carcass feed. Up to 35 on one carcass. Oh, freeze. Have a look at this. This is a Russell's viper. Listen to him, he's a little bit grumpy. Oh, he's grumpy too, he's really grumpy. He's grumpy as. This is one of the most feared animals in this part of the archipelago. This is the Russell's viper. In Indonesia, they call him viper. And they're very well feared, and for good reason. They're very fast, highly toxic venom. If you don't get the serum, you've got a good chance of dying. A snake this size would kill you. And he looks just like a rattlesnake. Very similar to a rattlesnake. Have a look at that head structure. Wild, arrow-looking head. The thing that is different, is that he hasn't got the pits at the front of his head like the rattlesnake that can detect heat. Their coloration is just like the leaf litter. They're basically nocturnal, but a bit cooler this morning. I gotta get him off the track. These animals have killed more people in Indonesia than any other species.